Traumatized children can become dangerous adults. Traumatized children can become dangerous adults. Traumatized children can become dangerous adults. Welcome to my world where all is well. I'm the thinker who thinks the thoughts that create the things. I'm also the proud queen, chief of three kings. Today is Sunday, October the 8th, 2023, and it's currently 13:47 hours. Traumatized children can become dangerous adults. I got this after watching Peter Pan with my son, my third king. Peter Pan, of course, never wanted to grow up to be a boy. And I personally believe there are some grown men who never want to grow up and just want to remain boys, so they act like boys. But then I began to look at what was his example of any man that would cause him not to want to be a boy but a man. And he had Captain Hook. Peter Pan did not want to become Captain Hook with the hook. So he said, I would rather remain a boy than to become a man and act like Captain Hook. And so I think that traumatized can become dangerous adults, if they don't have a good example of what an adult should be, or what type of adult they want to be. If they have bad examples around them, alcoholics, drug users or drug abusers, or sexual abusers, or any type of example what you or I might call a bad adult, and that child is exposed to this, and then that can be traumatizing to a child. Now, not every child that's traumatized will grow up to be a dangerous adult and repeat the cycle. Some children who are traumatized get in their brain, oh, I'm gonna be the total opposite of this. I'm gonna get away from these crazy adult people, go somewhere off, and they can be very strong and developed adults who know what not to do, because they have been around what not to do their entire life. This sort of reminded me of Michael Jackson. His father giving him spankings, I believe, traumatized him. As a PK military kid, we grew up getting spankings. I don't feel it was traumatizing to me or any of my siblings. It was just a part of childhood of growing up, and I think that's why all four of us are the way we are today. I would consider all four of us to be decent human beings as adults. But then again, you grow up around children. I've grown up around children who did get spankings or who did not get spankings, and some from my childhood I know are in jail or in the grave or just out in the streets. So each child is different, but I think we should do the best that we can to make sure that our children aren't exposed to traumatizing situations or dangerous adults. I thought about Abraham and Isaac, and I was thinking, even was a ram in the bush, that had to be traumatizing to Isaac. I mean, for your own father to tie you up and put you on basically a block of grit and then hold a knife over you, that's some serious child abuse. That had to be traumatizing to dear poor Isaac, but Abraham would rather do God's will than to think about how traumatizing this would have been to Isaac. And another thing I started to think about is, most students probably go to college, to get away from their environment, and they probably go to college not to become something. Okay, let's say, for instance, a child say, I want to go to college to become a doctor. That might be what they say, but I believe that some children go to college not just to become a doctor, but to get away from the traumatized and environment they're in, and to do something differently and to become something and someone differently. What did I write down? Also, when I was researching traumatized children can become dangerous adults. The younger you are when you become a parent can causes that young parent to be unintentionally neglectful. Now, I was 18 years old when I had my first child, my first king, Jeremiah. And I've apologized to him several times because I had him so young, so I was unintentionally neglectful. As I've gotten older and gotten wiser, I know better now, so I do better now, especially with my third king, who's only 7 years old. But younger parents tend to be unintentionally neglectful because the younger you are, you don't have the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to do what it is that you may have wanted to do. This is my wonderful third king right here. Say hi.
Hello.
What's your name?
Austin.
How old are you?
7.
What grade are you in?
2nd.
What school you go to?
Oakland Elementary.
Who's your favorite teacher?
Miss Travis.
Who's your favorite mom?
You.
Thank you. I love you. Now he just got finished eating some cupcakes, so that's what's all over his face. So he's gonna go right now inside to go wash his face. But he came out here. He wanted to be a part of this thing. I pray he's not a traumatized child. He's very, very spoiled. The boy has just about literally everything he wants, and I'm so grateful and blessed for that. It takes a village, and I have a whole village helping me. He has wonderful godparents, Tim and Ramon, my baby mama, he calls Mama C, and grandparents and aunties and uncles. So even though I'm in the situation I'm in, he's still very well taken care of. But that was chapter 15, Resisting Happiness, No Visitors. Thank you so much for liking. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for thank you for turning on that notification bell. I love you. I appreciate you. I thank God for you. All is well. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And may my whole life prove that God is good.